Hey everyone, I'm often asked by my clients to give them some tips to help them go to the toilet, you know, if they're, especially if they're suffering with some constipation or they feel like they're straining a fair bit when they go to the bathroom. So here's a few little tips without any major technicality explanations of why it works, etc. But these are things that if you want to try them, you'll be very happy because they always work. So when you go into the bathroom, when you've been into my clinic, you'll have seen that I have a squatty potty in front of my toilet. Didn't think you'd want to see me on the toilet today, so hence we're just pretending we have a toilet and I'm sitting on the chair. So first thing to do when you're in the bathroom, try and find a little bin or something and get those feet up as much as you can. If you haven't got a bin, just ensure that your feet are flat on the floor, because we don't want to be on our tiptoes and leaning forward like this, because that just puts strain on the pelvic floor muscles, etc. So we want them all nice and flat and low. And the first thing we're going to do when we sit on the toilet, we're going to sit up straight. We're not going to slouch. Sit up straight. We're going to do the prayer sign. Yes, we're going to pray for poo. Prayer sign, sit up straight, turn to the right and slightly back. And if there's any hard stools, believe me, that'll start pushing them out pretty darn quick. You might want to do that a couple of times. Back and to the front. The other thing to do, think, oh yeah, things are moving nicely now, but still feel like there's something else in there that could do with coming out. So imagine we're going to put genie in the bottle. So again, this is our toilet. I am the genie and I'm going to go back into my genie bottle. So imagine on the movies when you see that smoke going back into the genie bottle, that's exactly what we're going to do. So it's genie position and then just do a nice sort of figure 8, and that gives that colon a lovely massage and helps push things out that little bit more easy. Honestly, these tips have worked fabulous for all my clients, and they all do it at home and they tell their kids and they tell their friends. Other ones to do is, so we can do moo to poo. So it's moo. Obviously do this when no one's listening outside, and if you're in a public place and people are wanting to come in behind you, maybe not a good idea, or just do it quietly with a little blow. And this again, relaxes the pelvic floor muscles so everything can move quite freely. Another thing to do, you can do that great if it's children. So get their little feet up higher on a little stool, etc., and give them a cup of water with a straw and get them to blow and make bubbles. And that'll give them a nice relaxed situation to be in, to start letting the poops release freely. Works for grown-ups as well, or even blowing, having the bubbles in the bathroom for children who are really struggling and have got a bit of a fear factor with it because it's been painful. Give them a little pot of bubbles and make it a fun game. So they're blowing the bubbles, getting the bathroom nice and soapy, etc. But then things move quite freely for them. So just a few little tips. Give them a try, but definitely do the pray for poo. Turn to right, slightly back. There's others that we can talk about at a future date, but there's a few to keep you going. Take care. Bye.